know you were trying to get a peek at your next opponent, but it's all right.
Unfortunate.
This is the LingLing Dedede.
Yeah, that's why I was curious what we were gonna get, because LingLing known for the peach, like, but also has a Dedede. I think they also have a Palutena. So what we see is interesting. I can't imagine this matchup is particularly fun for Dedede when I feel like you could just pellet Gordo back. Does not seem like a whole bunch of fun, but just kind of doesn't have to worry about that if you just keep your opponent in disadvantage off stage with these forward airs.
Yeah, like that's it's a tricky matchup to kind of conceive because yeah, Mega Man feels like he negates Gordo and everything that Gordo gives Dedede so effectively.
Yeah.
But Dedede's ledge trapping is one of if not the strongest thing about the character. And Mega Man can have a little bit of problems getting off of ledge. That's why you see many a Mega Man player just kind of ignore it and use their jump, use Rush Coil and then the jump afterwards to completely bypass a ledge trap. So we'll have to see if LingLing can kind of force those situations and keep up with the constant barrage of like nickel and diming that Mega Man can really do.
Yeah. Mega Man has a lot of things. Burst options are not one of them.
No.
The only burst option dash attack doesn't really connect fully, so yeah.
There it is.
As you can see. Gonna get hit with that. Probably gonna be looking for another Gordo or a back air here. He's just playing really aerially right now and doesn't seem like Yoshinoya can really do much about it.
That back air will start connecting and we'll start killing rather soon. Dedede rather heavy, but there's only so much you can do against a frame 4 back air. Oh, that Gordo connected just before the charge shot came out, and this is getting to spooky percent. Still alive. Flame Sword not enough.
Yeah. Honestly, either back air or forward air at ledge here should kill. Yeah okay. Wouldn't even let me finish my sentence.
I mean, he said back air. That's a great idea.
All right, you know, LingLing doesn't need any advice. Just gonna send him to the heavens with Dedede up tilt, which is such a weird looking move. And oh no, he's going for some shenanigans. You can see it.
This more ledge trapping from LingLing's part, like falling with these nairs. Dedede's back air incredibly safe. He's starting to really scout these rolls. So a little bit too late on the F tilt and gets punished accordingly. But you can't say that LingLing doesn't have a beat on what Yoshinoya is starting to do. Hard enough.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of things in Smash is all timing. And if you don't have that timing down, it doesn't matter if you know what they're gonna do. You need to know when they're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, that was... Wow.
You said something about timing? Just a little bit too late on LingLing's part.
Oh. He is going for a lot of these S smashes, Yoshinoya, and he's not really finding much. It feels like LingLing's either negating them or using them against him. Oh, just gonna spot dodge immediately, and... Yeah, it feels like everything beats Gordo for Mega Man. But you don't have to worry about that, where you can just down tilt, just roll over your opponent real quick. And we're in a last sec situation here for LingLing. Yoshinoya needs to find a way to take this stock, but it's going to be rough.
Yeah, especially given the track record of his playstyle at the moment has been like he'll throw out a hard knuckle, but he's committed to this ledge trap, which means LingLing, if he manages to get back to neutral, he can be living for a good long while. But 145. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, that was still I'm surprised that took him off, even though because it hit his shield a couple times, it should have been a little bit stale, but it still kind of flew off. Able to take it, only 16%, which isn't bad at all. That's one grab, and but LingLing's ledge trapping, like you said, has been really, really good. And Yoshinoya does not want to go off stage at all, so he hasn't been able to find as much.
The reset on the platform, that back air might have killed. I won't say it absolutely would have, but any sort of strong edge guard from LingLing now will certainly put the brakes on this match. Yeah.
That's such a rough situation. I think the only thing you can really do there is wait slightly for Gordo to stop bouncing and try to jump, but you still might get hit by Gordo there. And to make that decision in a split second is really rough. Brilliant ledge trap coming out from LingLing, but Yeah, that game came out down to ledge traps, to be honest. It felt like LingLings were on point and Yoshinoya's weren't nearly as punishing.
And on top of just a couple of slipped decisions on Yoshinoya's part, trying to focus so much so on just maintaining center stage that you're letting LingLing survive for so long, which can get incredibly stressful, even if you do manage to hold stage control. But the final ledge trap there, like, it's kind of the reason that Mega Man doesn't really want to be playing off of ledge, because he loses access to lemons, and like Gordo can hold that center stage. In a spot like that, you kind of just take the Gordo and try to recover high or recover differently, because Gordo won't kill you, but Dedede down smash definitely does. But I can understand the panic of like, man, I really need to get out of this spot. Like, I'm at 110 or 120 and they're at 10. Like, I need to do something here. Unfortunately,
I think that sense of urgency is kind of the best way to describe it is like a tunnel vision. You're like, this is the thing I need to do to win I do thing, and then you focus so hard on doing something that you miss a better option right in front of your face and get punished super hard for it.
It's just kind of the life that not only Dedede but a lot of just bigger body characters can do to you. Like Mega Man, as I think both of us mentioned, he spends a lot of time just poking and prodding, trying to condition grabs and sniping away with these with his items and lemons. But Dedede, Bowser, K. Rool, all of them just make it feel like, oh, I can't, like, this game plan is unsustainable, when it very much is. It just can be a little bit hard.
It's sustainable. You just need to play. You need to play in such a careful manner.
Very careful.
You're spacing and not spacing in terms of like spacing and moves, but where you are on a stage, even when you're not throwing out moves, is so important. Like, even that leaf shield, if he didn't jump away at just the right moment, that was so risky. It's all about spacing and timing with Mega Man specifically.
Yeah, he can kind of actively zone out with the best of them, but lose your ground just once and damage can rack up very quickly. And playing this character can sometimes be very punishing. But,
yeah, it's especially in this matchup, movement is very, very important for Mega Man. How you move, whether it's more horizontal or vertical. Whereas LingLing is just kind of waiting for his opportunities, and Dedede can really, really punish you. So, yeah, just like that. And is letting him get out of disadvantage, but he has had such a solid read that it really doesn't matter.
Hex away the Gordo again. F tilt just a little bit too early, so I mean, Yoshinoya is allowed to get back on stage perfectly fine. That up smash certainly won't do it, not quite yet, but you have to make the most out of this if you're going to try to even up the game. Gordo, ooh.
Okay, a little bit of a good wait there. LingLing didn't have the, I think he thought he was going to fast fall there. He didn't, able to get the S smash, and that seemed to be the first one we really saw that's accomplished what he wanted in this set so far. He has a lead. What can he make of it, though? Mega Man at early percents can tack it on to 50 or 60 pretty quickly.
Yeah, he just needs to find something out of this Metal Blade, or any Metal Blade that he ends up throwing, or perhaps a grab will be a very prominent starter. There we go.
And yeah,
didn't compensate for rage.
29%. That's nothing to Dedede. So we're still at a pretty much even game. Yeah. As crazy as it seems, it feels like Yoshinoya is getting impatient, which is not a trait you want in a Mega Man player.
Yeah, it feels like he's trying to mix, but LingLing's seen it all before. It's like, yeah, I don't have to care about some of these hits. Like, I'll take these Metal Blades. That's fine. But it's like he's very good at minimizing the damage.
He has the lead, he has advantage, and it still feels like he's trying to constantly approach with Mega Man instead of, playing that more patient, trying to have Dedede come to him. He could just play the lead, but it feels like this impatience is getting heavily punished by LingLing. Yeah.
Really, very, very heavily punished on that regard. Just
Yeah.
even as slow as Dedede jumps are, like he chased him down.
Don't you love it when they just immediately prove your point after you say it?
Oh, every time. It's so good.
His impatience is just, he's just approaching again, and I'm just, I mean, I guess approaching is admirable, but my question is why? Why?
I have a question for God.
Hey, there's no God, only King Dedede.
What is a god to a non-believer?